Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to week 39 of the Content Creator live stream. Many frame drops there as you just saw, so you're no prizes for guessing what platform we're on. It is of course Xbox One again. 7 tracks that we're going to be going through, giving my thoughts and just showcasing some good tracks, and the links for all of these will be in the description so you can get them for your own game. The meetup theme that we did for this week is 4-seat vehicles, or more than 4 seats really. Anything that has at least 4 seats. Any vehicles with at least 4 seats. So we got an interesting... I feel like these vehicles aren't looked at enough 4-seat vehicles. You see 2-seat vehicles all the time with supercars and sports cars, but some nice 4 and 6-seat vehicles. And obviously, you know, that one of the latest 6-seat vehicles is this big thing over here. And this is a 30-seat vehicle, this thing, so yeah, good stuff. Nice little meetup to start us off. But let's get the playlist started and get checking out some races on Xbox One. Okay, race number 1. I must remember to record it. Supposedly this may cause some frame rate issues because of the sheer number of props. But Ice Road Truckers, this is called. My main first person. Oh, now I get it. The theme of this is basically like Ice Road Truckers, and according to what it says in the description. Wait, what? What just happened? I'm sorry. According to what it says... Oh, I see. Yeah, what it says in the description is kind of like the ice... Like, the ice is not only... It's not only ice season, but the ice is melting, so that's why we've got not only all of these white props that are meant to be ice, we've also got bits of water that's meant to be the ice melting. So that's pretty clever. Yeah, let's take the jump. Oh, that's broken up. It's like broken up ice, or you can take the jump. Okay, this is clever. It is ruining the frame rate. I'm gonna stop recording at this point. I think I've got enough footage for the thumbnail. The reason that I record there is for the thumbnail. But oh, that does look pretty cool actually. That's a pretty nice effect. Like the bits of ice that are breaking up. And then you've got the water. Yeah, I like the idea behind this. This is really clever. I think it was the last Xbox Content Creator stream that we saw. Was it the snow race, like the Snowy Peak race, where you raced up the mountain using all these white props to make it look like it was snowy? And that was really a good idea. But it amazes me how inventive people can be with just some white coloured props. And then the effect that it gives, it just ties in with the theme of the track perfectly. Oh, there's 2 options there. Okay, so you can go around the outside, or you can go. All right, we'll go to the left on that one. But yeah, it's a great theme. Like it makes sense. Ice Road Truckers. If anyone hasn't watched, I used to love watching Ice Road Truckers, the TV show. But yeah, the ice as it melts with the water coming up, like it's really well executed. I'll say that. Obviously, it's not helped by the fact that it's on Xbox, because yeah, this many props does cause frame rate issues. Like it would be, you would have to be running a pretty serious rig to be able to get full 60 FPS on PC with all these props. But yeah, platforms this many props don't really work too well on consoles frame rate wise, but it's alright when you've got less people, I imagine. But yeah, this is really clever, I've got to say. This is a very clever idea. Yeah, this is good. So you're saying we should grab this for the 5M server? Yes. It is a shame that you can't just have snow, just in general. Imagine at Christmas time, Rockstar enabled snow on stunt tracks as well. Let's go left. Oh, this is the pit lane area. Okay, that makes sense. Well, that was fun anyway, to take a different route. Yeah, this is very inventive. It's obviously it's more a theme than anything else. It's not like a stunt track. It's not a proper racing circuit. We've actually got 5 proper racing circuits this week for the content creator stream. We're starting with a themed circuit, which is this, and then we finish with a rally circuit, and then the rest of them are more regular racing circuits. But yeah, this is really inventive. Obviously best done in trophy trucks and stuff like that. Really good idea. Executed pretty damn well, to be honest. It's so original. That's what gets me about this. It's so original and it fits with the theme perfectly. Like, that's what I like to see, some original ideas. It makes it stand out, and it just makes it a little bit special. And especially like the added touch of the water, as if it was the melting ice. Really good idea, really good addition. Thank you guys for the donations, by the way. I'm going to I'll read them in between each race, as I always do on these content creator streams. Watching the stream in 360p almost gives it authentic snow. I guess that would have that effect. For anyone who's watching this on YouTube, put it down into 360 or 240 or something and see if it looks even more like snow. Oh, someone's upside down there. For those who are watching on YouTube, the links for these tracks are in the description, and if you want to submit your own circuits to these as well, oh, that's a good line. The links for that, all the links that you need are in the description of these content creator live stream videos. Mega slowed down right there. Damn it! I got caught up by the water more. Come on, top 5 is always possible. We've got a better run. I have a different line. Yes! That line just got me 5th! Yes! My line on that got me 5th place there. I'm happy about it. 160p, even half the car looks like it's covered in snow. Awesome sauce with the 100 bits. That's where you're wrong. It's going to be a shitstorm on your actual birthday. Yeah. Yeah, for those who don't know what's going on, maybe you're not frequenting my streams and you only watch my YouTube videos. GG to the person who chose the BF400 and stayed at the back since it's banned. Yeah, every single stream, it's always happy birthday when it's not my birthday. Thank you, Awesome Sauce, for the bits. Johnny Volume with 132 bits as well. GG for all the hard work. You deserve way more than this, but alas, this is all I have after Amazon Prime decided to clean me out. Keep it up, dude. Thank you so much, Johnny, for the 132 bits, man, and the kind words especially. I appreciate it. I guess that's meant to be Lightning McQueen 59, just with a few letters missed. Will you be uploading videos for how the new smugglers run aircraft perform in races? Thank you so much for the $4.20 donation. I will, but not for a while. It's gonna take some time to get to that point and be able to do that, but it will happen, guaranteed. Not sure they stayed back by choice. Oh, the water! Of course! The water meant the BF400s and bikes couldn't get through. That's an added feature of this track. Beautiful! That's brilliant track. Just, I mean, if it was already very good for the theme and everything. Great track to start us off this stream, but that's even better. That the water, I forgot about that. The water stops the bikes getting through. Beautiful. Naturally balancing the off-road class. Alright, let's do 3 laps works fine. Supers. I like how it says pavement is the limit of the track. Try jumping the course at your own risk. Time of day, let's put it to noon. I mean, it's defaulted to supers, so we can do supers. I always take the full minute and a half in between races just to chill. No rules balances the off-road class better. Just crush the bikers. It doesn't though. Because in stunt races you can't crush the bikers. It doesn't work. Goodbye everybody who's leaving. I know it's getting late for those of you in Europe at the moment. This is quite a late stream. This isn't done at the normal time this week. It is the big stream week. This probably won't go up on YouTube for a few weeks though. Just because I'm going to be in the US. So I'm having to sort of do what I did when I went to Sweden and do some in advance. Alright. Beautiful Itali GTB. One of my top 3 cars in the game. As always, your adder looks very professional. I go to the US on 4th of October. Alright, this looks intriguing. We're going to have some hills roads as well. Now I see what it says about the track limits. Go beyond them at your own risk. This is a massive drop. Oh my god, I got wrecked. Saved it though. We're still going. No, we're not. That Cyrus did not even wait. Didn't even care. And back to the back we go. Thought I'd saved it then. Making up positions, not even having to overtake anybody, that's fine with me. Wrecked. Could have turned out worse though, I suppose. This is a nice track, I'm liking this so far. So I always try to save my thoughts until we get to the second lap of a track so I can give my proper impression. I like it. I feel like it's a really, really nice, fun playlist track. And the only reason that I say that is because trying to have... I'm sure you could have an event race on a track that has wide open sections where you can just fall to your death, but I feel like it's not the best. I always prefer to have it closed in those sections, you know, with walls on the outside and stuff, so that you can't just be knocked off if you're on the outside. But regardless, it's a really good use of stunt roads to extend what is a pretty standard part of the map, you know. These hills roads, there's not an awful lot to these hills roads. They're all the same. There's not an awful lot of variety to them. But they are some very nice roads, so it's good to see them being incorporated into a track that uses, you know, that gives you a different experience using them. Not only the roads themselves, but obviously the stunt bits extending the track as well. Gives you a unique experience, and you kind of need that to stand out these days. Yeah, this is nice. And I have been mullered in this race by so many people. Oh, he waited. Finally, somebody actually doing the right thing. GG, yellow ETR. I mean, he was absolutely wrecking me on the corners, to be fair, obviously, with the downforce. Oh, what a scumbag! Good stuff. Yeah, this is nice. This is a fun circuit. It is. Top 15. Damn it. The ETR1 is so quick in the corners. Stupid downforce. Doesn't have the top speed though. So I'm hoping that's going to save me. Fourteenth hype. Despite being ruined by so many people.
Oh, what a scumbag!
A decent little comeback. Atom XIV. Wait, what's XIV? 14. 14, right? Atom 14. Thank you so much for the subscription, and Ty Trucks 9240 with the 5 months in a row as well. Thank you so much for the subscriptions. Good stuff. Look at that, cheater in second. GG Blaze. Did I have second best lap? I think I had second best lap. Considering I got ruined on every lap, that's not too bad. Yeah, I like that track. That was fun. That was a fresh take on a hill circuit with a bit of stadium-y stunt stuff as well. Really good. We'll do 4 laps on this. We've done super, so let's do sports. Set to new as well. How come no controller overlay tonight? The reason is because when I'm playing on the Xbox One, the way that I do it, when obviously with PC, I plug the controller in and I use the controller to be on, you know, to control me when I'm racing on PC. When I do it on the PS4, the controller is connected via Bluetooth to the PS4, and then I plug it into the PC, and the PC recognizes what it's doing, but it is still connected to the PS4. When I plug the Xbox controller into the PC, it then decides to use it for the PC. So it disconnects itself from the Xbox. So there's no way for me to have it plugged into the PC for the overlay and also use it for the Xbox at the same time. So that's why we don't have the overlay for Xbox streams. What should we use? Let's use the Spectre. It's my go-to Xbox car, sports car. It's not really the Xbox's fault, it's more the controller's fault. The controller defaults to only being used as the PC controller and doesn't recognize that you still want it to be connected to the Xbox. Whatever. It is what it is. Oh, this is our only taste of rainy, wet track. Allergy scum. That you can get these days. Instant races has to be. Oh, issues. I'm gone. Well, that's actually worked out pretty well. Alright, we'll just re-entry. Oh. Okay, there we go. That's one way to do it. I may have caused a little bit of an incident behind. Saved indeed. Wow. This is an interesting little track. I like that route underneath that rock formation. That's really good. Don't hit that rock again. Good. Goes up and down, winding around. Oh, that's a Comet Retro that's bought it. And that was something else that was just almost took me out. Oh no 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 no! Oh, deceptive, that corner. Very deceptive. Again, it's the same as the... Well, not the same, but it's similar... Oh, so that's where the track goes. It's like a bridge over there. It's similar to the previous track, where it's utilizing stunt pieces to extend the track, but this is more stunty, I feel. This is like heavily reliant on stunt pieces. I really like this section, going underneath this rock formation. I like how it has a bit of elevation as well. You know, you're getting some quite heavy inclines going up. I mean, it's an interesting, it's something different. That's for sure. I like it. I feel like it's one of those just like really fun, again, more playlist oriented track that's just, it's just a good old laugh. You can get some good racing on it as well. Oh no, oh no, oh no. The prevalence of, he didn't really have to wait for that at all. That was my fault. The prevalence of the... Obviously there are quite a few metal barriers as a necessity of making such a stunt oriented track. I mean, it's a fun track. I wouldn't say that it's like one of the best tracks I've ever played, but it's unique enough to give you such a different experience with obviously all the inclines that it makes it fun to race on just for that new experience, if that makes sense. I like it. It's a good bit of fun. I'm digging the paint job on that Spectre. Well, thank you. I have no idea what it is. It's probably one of the blues with a frost white or ice white pearlescent. It's normally what I go with, but I don't have any idea really. Dark blue, maybe? Midnight blue? I don't know. I really don't know. Only 2 seconds off the best lap that time. Oh, I got beaten by a Lynx. Matte midnight blue with a white pearlescent. Yeah, matte midnight blue with an ice white pearlescent. That sounds pretty much bang on. Yeah, you have to do the matte pearlescent glitch. But yeah, that was our third track. So for anybody who wants the links for these, they are in the order that we do them in the description. Let's do 4 laps again. Let's do Sport Classics. We're just going down the order. Hello.
Much left of
Yeah, we got another 5 races to do.
It's been 2 hours.
Yeah, I know we started late because I did the event.
No, I'm just joking.
No, it's fine.
Because I just wanted to show you this picture.
Yeah. Oh.
I've never seen her lay down like that before. She's really stretching out her legs, and I try my best to get close to her when
Oh, it's so cute. So cute.
And then I got too close and she ran away.
Our guinea pigs are the best.
Yeah, they're adorable. I'm going to bed soon.
Yeah, okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
say goodnight before.
Yeah, that was actually GP2. That was Guinea Pig 2 that she was showing me a picture of. It was so cute. I mean, I could use the Z-type. I need some practice with it, I guess. This is MCC3 Z-type. Yeah, we have indeed hit 500 subs. Thank you. You guys are all too supportive. You're all too kind. I'm not going to go to the back on this one. I think that's reasonable. Since I can't imagine there's many people in things that are much slower than a Z-type. Obviously not top speed wise, but lap time wise. This is not going to go well. At least the Z-Type's heavy. Might fare well in crashes. On that defensive game. What? I got overtaken because of lag. All that defense for nothing. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody in good sport classic cars. The Z-Type used to be the quickest. I remember the days when the Z-Type used to be the quickest sports classic. It was a bloody long time ago before the Sterling GT. Oh, for God's sake. I'm causing a roadblock. Sorry, everybody. Oh, Jetta in the retinue. Nice to see something different. Still quicker than a Z-Type, but... Need more long straights for the Z-Type to put its top speed to good use. There we go, look at this. There we go, Z-Type top speed. And then we lose all the time on the corners. So the track, it is a little bit outdated with the props, as we've talked about in previous live streams, with the apex barriers and things like that, and the metal barriers in particular. Those aren't very good props to use as apexes because their hitboxes just aren't very good. So from a proper racing, high-level event race style track perspective, it's not the best. But from a fun playlist race style perspective, it's quite nice. Obviously, Sandy Shaw's track that sort of expands it over that expands over the Alamo Sea. I don't like that part. Come on, give me the top speed. There we go. There we go. I enjoy the Z-Type. I've missed it. So yeah, it's nice how, you know, it expands the track out again. This is sort of a necessity. Well, not a necessity to expand the track out, but to stand out from other tracks, you know, to be a bit different and a bit more special than just any other Sandy Shores track, for example. It's doing something a bit different with all these stunt props. You know, going up around here and linking different parts of the track in new and interesting ways. The only problem is that you do have to rely on the stunt props, and there's obviously a lot of reliance on that on this one, which takes away from the ability a little bit to race properly when you've got all these props with funky hitboxes. But it makes for a fun, interesting track nonetheless. So yeah, if you could create this track with better apex props, like every single apex prop that we see on this track is unsuitable. What the? just because of the stupid hitboxes. But it works, as long as you stay a little bit away from them. You should be alright. See, that's what I mean about like the weird hitboxes. The metal barrier there. If it was just another a prop that didn't have funky hitboxes, that would have been enough of a like an angle that I. What the? Don't tell me he's going to take that position. He is going to take that position as well. What a scum! He crashes. Knocks me off and then takes the position anyway? That was the mariachi tornado indeed. Old-timer GTA players sound like grumpy old men. I remember when the Z-Type was the quickest. Yeah, that's true, actually. We've been doing this for a while now. 4 years. Can you believe it? Are you getting Project Cars 2? It just released now. I don't know. I might wait a little bit and see reviews and stuff. See what happens. Yeah, I mean, that track is not without issues. You know, it could be, but then again, I don't know how well you could. I don't know how well you could do a track like that without all the tons of metal barriers and stuff. That's the thing. Because by the nature of it, it uses a lot of the stunt props to extend the track, so it's a difficult balance with that sort of stuff. Alright, let's do 5 laps for this one. We'll do muscle. Let's do muscle, why not? It might be carnage. Put wanted levels on. Oh, what a scumbag! What do you know? Yet 2 more Ferraris causing a crash. One even applied that Vettel squeeze. Binky77 with the subscription. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your subscription. You guys have been so supportive. It's insane this week. I can't believe it. We had 500 subs on day 1. I mean, it wasn't day 1 of streaming. It was day 4 of 10. But of the week of streams, the special push for 500 subs week. Monday. Crazy. What do we do on this? I think we should probably go to the back. Since I am in the Pisswasser Dominator. It's going to be carnage, I imagine. The Faction Custom Donk. What a ridiculous vehicle. Okay, well, we went to the back and we're already in 13th. Not a bad idea using the Duke of Death in stream races, to be honest. Just, it doesn't, you don't, the only thing that can wreck you, okay, that was a proper takeout. The only thing that can wreck you is another Duke of Death. So, Zancudo race. It's been a while since we've seen a race in Zancudo, actually. From what I can remember on these content creator streams. Oh my days, really? Oh my days, really? Oh god! Oh god, I could have been all out of all of that if it wasn't for that little thing. There's an improvement that can be made to the track. I don't know what that is, but some stupid little pole or post or something. That wasn't a very good overtake attempt. Some stupid pole coming out of the ground. Pretty cool. But the other part of the track is there. There are a few blind corners on this one. I think the checkpoint could use some work now that I'm looking at it. Some of them are okay. I think... I mean, I like this. This is pretty cool. The actual... Oh, God almighty! Okay, this part of the track needs improvement. This whole section, that bit there, definitely needs improvement. In general, I quite like the track. I like the layout, I like the aesthetics. I like the prop selections and all that kind of stuff. It has been made relatively well. There's just a few bits that appear to be not quite ideal. I guess once you get to know the track, you're alright, but some of the checkpoints are a little bit... You got to put it yourself into the mind of someone who's never raced the track before. And does that checkpoint accurately describe where you're going to go? There's a few blind corners with that. I think the spacing of checkpoints could be a bit better in general. And certainly that corner where there are all the issues with the fences and poles sticking through the ground and things like that. I think if you also get rid of some of the metal barriers that are used as apexes, I know there was a tube at one point used as an apex, which they're not very good, as we've just talked about. This could be a pretty damn decent track. It doesn't need much. Just needs a bit of fine tuning, I think. Yeah, the fences come through, the spacing just needs sorting out a bit there. There's no sort of a huge prevalence of metal barriers. I mean, I quite like Zancudo tracks in general, gotta say, but I think it's got a nice layout as well. It doesn't need much. I mean, that's a cool section as well, how you race past. Yeah, it doesn't need much, this track. It just, and I know from the last stream, people were generally supportive of the idea of me making a video talking about which props you can use and which props you should stay away from for track creation. So I will get round to it at some point as soon as I can. But I don't think this needs much to make it really nice. It's got an interesting layout, it looks good. It's just a few small things that just need some improvement. That'll be really nice. You can see the fences in the wall. That wall just needs moving your hair to the left, so it covers the fence completely. It's always been one of my favourite corners on any track. That section of Zancudo. What the? Oh, the lag is surreal. After all that, damn it. All that catching up, overtake two of them. Wait. Come on, let's aim for top 10. Come on, we can do this. Top 10 hype. Or whatever it is. Top 10 always possible. We've had it once. Come on. Heart of Blades has all the lag. Ruined my chance at 8th. Oh, that was close. Damn it, just couldn't get it. 1/10 of a second away I was from getting 9th. Can we have a full stream full of F620 racing? It's my favourite car in the game. No, is my answer to that. I thought it seemed similar. It's not a direct copy of Sammy M's track though, right? We've played his track on one of the earlier streams. Or is it actually the same layout? Jetta with the Dominator. Best lap. Regular Dom. GG. It's something... It is actually the same layout. Oh, God. Okay. I thought... Especially... Do you know, it was that first corner that got me especially. And the going back... Okay. Okay, well, the propping is different, the route is identical. It uses the same layout with the corners changed, tightened, widened, maybe a few meters down the road. Yeah, well, that's not as good then, is it? If you don't get an original track that's fresh and new. I don't know what week we played Sammy M's track from PS4 that's supposedly exactly the same layout as that. It was good, his track. And I think I said at the time it was a good track. Maybe someone decided to use that as a base for their own track. But I think using the same layout doesn't make it significantly different enough to be... to call it your own track, really. Changing some props and changing some visuals really doesn't count to make it your track. I don't know what the background sound is. Nate Bond 007 with the subscription. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry I couldn't get onto it before now. Yeah. The giant tires do not work for the Apex. When will people get that? The giant, I don't know much about the giant tires actually. Are they not good for the Apex props as well? I'm guessing they're not. Most things aren't. From the Cunning Stunts update. Is that robot sex in the background? I think it is. That's what it sounds like. $620 subs, F620 emote. 620 subs, F620 racing. Maybe that's a thing we'll do on the 13-hour stream. If we do hit 620 subs, we'll do an F620 race or two. I don't think that'll happen though. I don't want to set another goal because we've hit our goal and I'm happy with it. But smashy. And at the 6 hour 20 minute mark, blow up 6.2 F620s. I mean, I'm just thinking back to the last track. Like, I would genuinely prefer to see, if you're going to take a track from a different platform because you like it, I would genuinely prefer to see the track just completely recreated exactly and credit given to the original creator than take the layout and try to make it your own, because it's never going to be your own. I think you can put your own take on it, have the track and put your own spin on it. I guess people have done that with my tracks before, but it's always been titled the same name of the track, and credit given to the original creator. It's like a Chinese rip-off. Yeah, pretty much, I guess. Subaru. This is fun, high-paced. Oh, I'm dead. Saved it. A lot on PS4 do that on PC tracks with appropriate credits given. Yeah, that's... I mean, I've seen other tracks be created cross-platform, people doing the job that Rockstar should do in the first place. But yeah, it's always the same track created with the same name and description, and then appropriate credit given to the actual original creator. That's how it should be done. Anyway, let's talk about this track. It's a good bit of fun, this track, and I think Supers was the right choice. It's got a bit of character. I mean, it's curb boosting heaven. I wouldn't say it's a proper event style track, but it's certainly a good, fun playlist style track. You can, add to a playlist, load up with some friends, have a good old high-paced, fast race on it. Good bit of fun.
Where are the white women at?
Yeah. Thank you for the bits. I'll read them after the race. I don't actually need to read anything, it was just a lot of cheer emotes. Thank you so much, No Joke, for the 330 bits. Struggling to beat this cheetah. Yeah, that's not really a surprise, I'm not a very good driver. Did I crash him out there? Oh, I'm gonna have to wait. Or maybe I didn't. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, I mean, it's... Oh, stupid sign. Yeah, it's a fun track. Got some high-paced action going on. That's always a bit of fun. Is that Jetta in the adder? Props to Jetta. Adder doesn't look right without the active spoiler. That's true. That's true. The active spoiler from the 5M server. The adder actually feels good to drive with that. Oh, what a scumbag! Yeah, fun circuit. No joke with the subscription as well. Thank you so much. The 330 bits then follows it up with the subscription. Thank you, no joke. Alright, fair enough, Xbox Pro. And so we've had sort of 5 regular standard circuits. The first track was a themed circuit, and now we're going to finish with a rally circuit, which is more, I believe, a longer rally circuit. Like not sort of a rallycross like we normally do. It is about damn time I subbed. I've been lurking for God knows how long. Thank you, no joke. Yeah, rally cars, Kuruma, the Omnis, the Sterling GT, the Sultan, the Tropos, and the Omnis is back on pace again, as we saw from the video. Let's leave it on 2 laps. Off-road. Okay, we're not going to be doing rallies. We're not going to be doing rally cars. We're going to be using off-road class. So it's not a rally race. It's an off-road race. Okay, my bad. I got the wrong end of the stick. It's off-road vehicles, so no bikes, trophy trucks and whatnot. Brawler maybe if you want, but no bikes as always. Well, thanks, Heiberg. I appreciate that. Scumbag creator not making it have sports. Well, you never know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the track is like. Maybe it's not suitable for sports. It might be a proper off-road vehicle. A proper off-road race. We'll just have to check it out. But that will be one criticism that I put on this track. If it turns out that it can be suitable for sports, we want to do some rallying on it. Lizard people are real. It seems so. So we started the playlist and the stream with the trophy truck. We're going to finish it with the trophy truck. And we had trouble getting the first race started, and we're having trouble getting this race started. It is something to do with the off-roads class. It's races that are defaulted to the off-roads class that have trouble getting started. That's the same thing. Every single race that's defaulted to off-roads that we've tried has trouble getting started. It was the same thing with the Xbox One, the PS4 MCC race. I think it wasn't last week, but it was definitely one of the. I think it was one of the Patreon streams that we did. Off-roads and bikes are completely broken for me now. Yeah, there's. I wonder if it is just the default or whether it's when you select off-roads as well. So. Like, it would be okay if we had an off-road race that was... Oh, sorry. That went badly. Like, it would be okay if we had an off-road race that was defaulted to sport or something, and then you put it to off-roads and it would work fine. But I don't know, really, at the moment. We need to do some more investigating. Is it for everybody or different people? I know it works for like single people. You can load them up in a solo session and it'll work fine, but there's definitely something. Rockstar basically break the game with every new update, as if you needed to be made aware of that. People off the track all over the place. I mean, this is fun so far. The brawl is so quick and straight line. Just eats up all that distance. The thing that I'm immediately noticing about the track is that like it is a lot of just full throttle, not an awful lot going on these long roads around the outside of the Trevor's airfield. First part of the lap had a bit more going on to it, I think, than I can remember. But I guess you can't really get around that when using roads like this. It is meant to be more of a longer rally style track. Oh, what's this all about? This is new. So this is something completely different. Onto the airfield, in fact, as well. That's a bit of a blind corner there. And this is fun. I haven't really seen anything yet that would stop this being able to be done in, you know, rally cars, sports cars. I think sports should at least be enabled. You should at least give people the option. I don't see why it would be completely disabled. I mean, there are some extremely bumpy sections where the trophy trucks just absorb the bumps, but oh, stupid. But it would be nice to at least have the option. Oh, damn it. I tried to be clever and it didn't work out well for me. Oh, this has not worked out well for me at all. I feel like that's a legitimate thing that you can do though. But that did not work out well for me. Damn it. We were pushing on top 5 and now it's all gone to hell. Choked it. See, this is the bit of the race where it gets a little bit less interesting because it is all just...
Oh, what a scumbag!
I hesitate to say long straights because it's not really straight and it's very much bumpy as well. Of course, I went straight into it. But I think the jumps do help in that respect to make it a little bit more interesting. It's not just, you know, these long off-road sections that don't really have an awful lot going for them. There are some jumps in there that have been put in to make it a little bit more interesting. And I think the track itself is quite interesting and unique. After all this so quick. With, you know, the little stunty bits that you've got with the boost jumps and things like that. So it's a fun circuit. I like it. Not an awful lot wrong with it either. Yeah, it's a good bit of fun, this track. I still think it should be at least doable in sports cars and rally cars. I know it would be somewhat bumpy. Oh, is that a crossover? That was a crossover with the jump. Didn't even recognise. That's a tricky. You got to be careful on that corner. That's something that might be able to be improved. But yeah, it's a fun race. Damn it! Trying for the top 10 didn't work. Leader Wolf, thank you for the 25 bits, and Tripsick with the 8 months in a row. I get on and Bruffy chokes, classic. I've been choking all night. You could have tuned in at any point of this stream and I would have been choking. Thank you so much for the 8 months. Yeah, some interesting tracks tonight. It felt fresh. So the tracks felt fresh, like it was nice. See something different, something new. Like I said, if you want to download and play any of these tracks, if you're on Xbox One, tracks aren't cross-platform. So if you're on any other platform, it makes no difference. But if you're on Xbox One, the links for these are down below in the description. And if you want to submit your own circuits to potentially be featured in this, if they're good enough as well, the link for that is also in the description with some information on how it all works and everything as well. So yeah, fun stream once again.